Park illegally in a disabled space, learn a very expensive lesson. I have a disabled parking placard because I messed up my back in a car accident 3 years ago. Some days are better than others, but parking far away and walking across huge parking lots is basically torture. Last month I went to Target to buy the usual stuff I don't need and forget the things I actually came for. I pulled into the parking lot around 2 in the afternoon on a Tuesday. All 6 disabled parking spaces were taken, which is fine, that happens. But then I see this massive black Escalade parked right on the line between 2 disabled spaces, like this person literally took up both spots with one car. I drove around to the front of the car looking for a disabled placard hanging from the mirror or a disabled license plate. Nothing, just some bumper sticker about their kid being an honor student and one of those stick figure families. I was so angry I could feel my blood pressure going up. This happens all the time to me and to other people with disabilities. We're not asking for special treatment, we literally need these spots to function. I parked in a regular spot way in the back and had to walk for like 5 minutes to get to the entrance. My back was screaming at me the whole way. When I finally got inside, I was sweating and in pain and absolutely done with people like this. I found a manager near the electronics section. Her name tag said Lisa. I walked up to her and showed her the photo I'd taken of the Escalade. Lisa, someone parked illegally in 2 disabled spaces and they don't have a placard. She looked at the photo and actually rolled her eyes and let out this huge sigh. She went, "Oh my god, this happens like twice a week here. We're right next to that rich neighborhood and people think they can just park wherever they want." I asked if she could do anything about it and she said she'd call the police right away. Lisa radioed someone to watch her section and told me to follow her outside. She said she wanted to see this person get what was coming to them because she was tired of entitled people treating her parking lot like their personal driveway. We stood by the entrance doors where we could see the Escalade but weren't obvious about it. 2 police officers showed up about 10 minutes later. They walked around the car real slow, looking through all the windows and writing stuff down. One of them took out this little ticket book and started filling something out. The other cop was taking pictures of the car from every angle. Lisa radioed inside and asked someone to make an announcement over the PA system. "Can the owner of a black Escalade, license plate number whatever, please come to the front of the store immediately?" A few minutes later, this woman came storming out of the store. She was probably in her 50s, wearing expensive yoga pants and carrying like 4 Target bags. She had that haircut, you know the one. She was already yelling before she even got to her car. "Excuse me, why are you touching my vehicle? What is the meaning of this?" One of the cops held up his hand and she actually stopped talking for a second. He started explaining very calmly that she was parked illegally in 2 disabled parking spaces and that it's against the law. She immediately started making excuses. "Oh, I was only going to be a minute. There were no other spots. I have a bad knee." The cop wasn't having it. He told her that a bad knee doesn't give her the right to take up 2 disabled spaces when she doesn't have a placard. Then the other cop handed her 2 pieces of paper. She looked at them and her face went completely red. She goes, "$500 for each space? That's $1,000 total?" The cop just nodded and said, "Yes, ma'am. You parked illegally in 2 designated disabled parking spaces. That's 2 separate violations." The cops came over to Lisa and me and told us they'd ordered her to move her car immediately. They said if she caused any problems inside the store or didn't move, to call them back and they'd tow it. Lisa thanked them and went back inside. I just stood there watching. The woman was stomping around her car, throwing her Target bags in the back seat, slamming the door so hard the whole car shook. She got in and peeled out of the parking lot going way too fast. The cops looked at each other, then got in their cars and followed her out. I'm pretty sure she was about to get a speeding ticket on top of everything else. I went back into Target feeling like I'd just done the best thing I'd done all month. I walked straight to the toy section and bought myself a Lego set to celebrate. It was that big castle one I'd been eyeing for weeks. I deserved it for making the world slightly less terrible for disabled people trying to park at Target.